like, God, I see a vision, but like, when is it going to come to pass? Like, what the heck is going on? Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video here on Chats with Michelle. What's up, guys? How's it going? So in today's video, as you can see by the title, we are going to be talking about character versus career, or character over career. As you guys know, here on this channel, we focus on navigating adulthood and pursuing purpose. And in today's video, we are going to be pretty much focusing on both today. So if you're interested in what I have to say about this topic, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the notion and topic of this video pretty much came from this book that I'm reading, actually right here. Right here, it is called The Purpose-Driven Life by Rick Warren. I'm actually reading it for a small group that I'm a part of. And on one of the days, I forget what day it was, I think it's like day 22 or something like that. But basically, it kind of touched on the notion of character versus, or character over career. So it touched on character over career. And the reason why I want to talk about it here is because you guys know, if you've been following me for a little while, you know that I coined pretty much the six pillars to navigating adulthood and pursuing purpose. And I talk about pillar number 2 a lot, which is the work ethic pillar, which is showing up 100% in every single season. And when I read the whole thing about character over career, it really stood out to me because I think a lot of us, including myself, especially myself, you know, we want to be fulfilled in what it is that we're doing in our career. We want to, like, you know, almost in a sense have like status and show that, you know, we're worthy. And I think a lot of times we can put our self-worthness in the things that we do. And it's so funny because in the book, he said that we are human beings, not human doers. And it's so true, because I think a lot of times we can just always be doing. I guess basically what I'm saying is that, like, when reading that in the book, it really just stood out to me that could it be, right? And that's what I choose to believe anyways, that in this season, I really think that my character is just being grown and it's being stretched. And it could be the same for yourself. And that although, yes, I think that we want to have great careers, great things that we do in our life, like I said, myself included, but just understanding that it could be in this season that our character is really just being worked on and grown. And I honestly think about that a lot, because I think, you know, I've shared on this channel, I think a few videos ago, when I had said I had to apologize, or I think it's called I Hate Apologizing, when a situation happened at work and I was not forced to apologize, but I felt like convicted and I knew that I should apologize. And I think that's like me and my character. I think a few years before, you couldn't get me to apologize. Like, I would just take that to my grave and be done with it, you know? So I think more and more, and even reading this, it was just so on time, because I had just been feeling super frustrated lately, if I'm very honest. Or I don't know if it's frustrated. Well, yeah, frustrated, anxious, just feeling like, okay, like, God, I see a vision, but like, when is it gonna come to pass? Like, what the heck is going on? That brings me to a situation that happened. So I was driving to work recently, a couple of days ago, and, you know, just feeling the same way. And I was listening to another book, and basically in the book, I'll probably put it here somewhere, but basically in the book, Yvonne, she touched on pretty much be strong and courageous. And that really stood out to me because on Sunday, my pastor preached on that exact same thing, being strong and courageous. And in that moment, I really became emotional. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I probably started crying. I just remember just feeling super emotional, because I was just like, I felt like God was telling me to be strong and courageous. And not only to be strong and courageous, but then kind of bringing it back to this book where it talked about, but also putting in effort, you know? So it's not enough just to like sit and just hope and have a vision and just wait on it, but actually putting in the effort and just being strong and courageous and keep on pushing forward. And I think I've mentioned here before, but I believe that God speaks to me in multiples. So when I hear things multiply, or multiply, is that even a word? When I hear things over and over, or if I hear things consistently, I guess I would say, then my ears perk up, because I'm like, okay, well, let me pay attention. Maybe this is what like is needing to be said to me. So I just want to come on here to really encourage you guys as well in this season. If you're feeling frustrated and you're just like, you know, you feel like your career is not going anywhere, your life is not going anywhere, you feel complacent, you feel just all of these things, I would just have you think anyways, maybe this is a season that your character is being grown, that you're being stretched, that you're becoming the version of yourself that you need to be to for the ultimate thing that you're going to do in your life. Not that it's one thing, but you know, your character is being shaped and formed for the person that you need to be to complete and do all of those really great things. If I'm being completely honest, it took me some time to really gain the confidence to really share my faith on my channel. And when I say, like, you know, I feel like God told me this, etc., etc. And that's because I know that people have had maybe different experiences with the Christian faith, or they just simply don't believe, or whatever it is. And it took me some time to be like, well, I didn't want to make like other people uncomfortable or whatever. But I come to the realization that everyone's not going to be for me. My faith makes up a lot of who I am. And I've taken a lot of time, at least in the last couple of years, to really decide if this is what I wanted to believe in, to be completely honest with you guys. I had to really decide. And with me doing my own research and just the different things that I've experienced in my life, I decided that my faith is my own and nothing that no one else told me to believe or, you know, to have. And that's what's so important to me. And I'm glad, because I know some people, it's the opposite. They're like forced into something. And the biggest thing with myself that I always say is that I'm not religious, because I have a relationship with Jesus. And that's just how I personally want to see things. I mean, I've also been, you know, like judged and different things by people, or said things to me by other people, or situations have happened where it's like it would have been easy for me to turn away from the faith and be like, I don't want to deal with these people. But at the end of the day, I realized that's not like the heart of Christ for me personally. That's what I decide. And I just had to, like, you know, it's like, if I'm going to be on this channel, I'm going to be sharing these different things and talk about navigating adulthood and pursuing purpose anyways, how I'm doing it. And I'm, you know, I guess giving advice or sharing my experiences. My biggest thing was say, take what you need and leave what you don't. But I want to be authentic and true and sharing with you guys how I am navigating this adulthood, how I am pursuing purpose, and the things that are actually happening with me. And I don't want to exclude Christ, because a lot of times that's what's happening with me, and those are the downloads that are happening to me. And like I said, when I'm driving in my car and I feel like the Holy Spirit's talking to me and saying, like, you know, just reminding me of like what, you know, to be strong and courageous from Sunday, and then, you know, reminding me again to be strong and courageous from this book, which was like, you know, what are the odds? And so for me, I just wanted to share that, because I had to gain the courage or the confidence even to share that. And I guess it's like two things with me, because on one hand, it's like, I never want to be this super preachy person, and I had to like catch myself, because I don't want to be that person, because I'm not that person. But on the other hand as well, I feel like, but Christ is so much a part of my life, or my faith is so much a part of my life, and now in everything that I do, that it would just be foolish and even a lie for me not to share it, you know? So I always want to be respectful of others, but at the same time too, I have to share my truth and what's keeping me and pushing me through. Like, honestly, the reason why I keep going is because of my faith, because honestly, it's so much easier to just go with the flow and just like, you know what, let me just do this job and just, you know, work my way up into the company or a company, whichever, and let me just live this normal life. But because I believe that I was born on purpose, for a purpose, with a purpose, and I believe the same thing for you as well, what's holding me and what's keeping me and this vision that I have is my faith. So I just want to, I don't know why I said this, but I just felt like I should share this, because I'll be honest, as I'm getting prepared for these videos, sometimes I do try to like ski around like the whole thing of like Christ or my faith, or I'll be like, I just felt, you know, in my spirit, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I do, because I'm like, oh, does that sound like super churchy? Because like I'm not trying to sound super churchy, but yeah, that's the honest truth, guys. And I wanted to share that with you all because I wanted to. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. You can always like, share, and subscribe if you would like to. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys in my next video here on Chats with Michelle. Bye guys, peace out.